Hi, and welcome to the second motivation and mindset module. In the first one, we went into some depth about what your true motivation is to change, which is obviously a very powerful thing, establishing your why, if you like. So if you haven't watched that video, perform the exercises attached to it, I'd really recommend doing that first. And this next one is the natural kind of progression from the first one. So basically, in this video, I'll explain the difference between process goals and outcome goals, and go into a bit more detail about why I think process goals are a lot more valuable, and also give you some examples of process goals that you can actually establish, some for yourself, some realistic ones that are going to work for you as well. So what do I mean by this? So for most people, when they set goals to do with their health and fitness, they tend to focus on the outcome goals. And examples of that would be, say, for example, losing a stone in weight, wearing a medium t-shirt instead of a large, or perhaps fitting into 32-inch trousers again. And these are really good goals. They're great ones for most people. For most people, they're very realistic. But there is an issue because it's basically, what do you actually do to achieve that goal? And are there things that you can focus on and feel good about before you get to that point as well? And that is where process goals comes into it. So here we go. So process goals are the nitty-gritty, basically, of what enables you to get to your outcome. And examples of process goals to get you thinking about what you might commit to doing are as follows. So we've got these ones over here. So we've got, for example, a weekly meal plan and shop, which as people who follow Operation Alpha know, I'm very big on. The second might be twice weekly food prep sessions, so you've got all your food planned and prepared, not leaving anything to chance. 4 portions of lean protein a day. 5 portions of fruit and veg per day. Another process goal might be 6 to 8 hours of sleep per night. 8 to 10,000 steps per day. Lift weights 3 times a week, and limiting booze to once a week. Now, these are not what I'm telling you to do, but they're examples of what I think are good process goals. And, the idea with all of this type of stuff is finding stuff that works for you, ultimately. And you might find as well, so once you've set your process goals, you might have a hierarchy of processes as well. So, for example, doing the weekly meal prep and shop and doing the twice weekly food prep, well, that's going to obviously lead into getting the 4 portions of lean protein a day and the fruit and veg, because it all sets up the other stuff. And getting the sleep, for example, is going to better enable you to manage your appetite as well. So you can start to think about a hierarchy of processes. So the value in this is, well, if you focus on the process goals, the outcome goal that you want takes care of itself, because it's the processes that lead to the outcome. Also, psychologically, it gives you the opportunity to have daily victories, right? So every day, if you're nailing all these process goals, you have something to feel good about, which is really good, rather than thinking, I'm only going to feel good when I get to here, when I get to the outcome goals. I can actually feel good about the stuff that I'm doing on a daily basis because I'm doing everything I can to get to where I want to be. So that's another reason why it's really good from a psychological point of view. And it's also habit building, because although this is all about motivation and mindset, as we know, motivation is a feeling. Feelings come and go, and it's not necessarily something that's sustainable, whereas actually building genuine habits is very different. And that's where the true value lies in terms of a long-term success. So yeah, that's basically it. There's one other thing that I would add to that. I would say having a daily review of some sort where you get to the end of the day and you have a think about your process goals is really powerful as well, because it's keeping you connected to that daily process. It gives you an opportunity to evaluate how you have done, and make an assessment, and also set some targets for the following day to make sure that it's a really good one as well. So I will leave it at that. I hope that's been useful. If you've got any questions, you can comment below, or you can contact me directly at wolfpack@operation-alpha.com. Cheers.